Hey Spidey fans, it's your friendly neighbourhood, the ultimate Spider-Man fan here, and welcome back to yet another video, a Spider-Man PS4 related video. This video is actually going to be me talking about some of the old concept designs for the game, because I've got some screenshots here that I got off Google Images. So I'll share you, and yes, as you can see, I'm showing you screenshots in my intro, so I'll just do my normal before getting into it. So like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell notification, favourites, and follow me on Twitter as well. Type in the outsign, all capitals, without spaces, the ultimate Spide, SPID. And yeah, let's get right into this. So as you can see with this first screenshot here, basically, it's not the okay, as you can tell, this from the car park demon fight scene right before the Charles Standish penthouse. This is the old way it was. So as you can tell, like from the health bar, it has a wee heart next to it. It was an old design they had. Now I will break down that I actually do. Like if you really look at this image, you can see how much detail it is. I'm going to walk you through that right now. So yeah, so you've got then the wee mini map there, and like now the one thing here, right? I'm not being funny, but if you look at Spidey's kick to the Ender Demon, now look down at the map to the left, right? You know where that says 85 miles per hour? I'm not being funny, but in a way, in my opinion, that does look like it's indicating the speed and the power of that kick that Spidey's throwing at the Ender Demon. In a way, so basically, Insomniac at first was going to also have a miles per hour method on how fast you were moving in the game too, to make it feel more like Spider-Man. But they took that, they clearly took it out, and also you can see Spidey doing a wee quip there. Good, and just in case you're wondering, I am the real Spider-Man, your friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can see Mary Jane, and it says down there, stream signal good. So basically it's like it was also going to try to bring it as realistic as possible, and you're talking to her, and at the same time it's telling you if your signal's good, like a phone signal, which actually was pretty good. So it's a real shame to take that out. And I will say, what I'm actually going to say in this video, I'm hoping Insomniac adds all these methods, possibly for the sequel, which will possibly more or less be on PS5 instead. But and as you can tell on the side buttons there, you've got optional things like find the pigeons, the rhino strikes, and crime and progress. I will admit that I can understand why they might have taken like those out, because it probably would have filled the screen too much, and then you wouldn't have been able to see where you were going. But I actually do like the way that they did that. And as for the Rhino option there, I can tell that's a deleted mission, because it says meet up with Rhino in Times Square. So that's clearly a deleted mission that they were working on. Let's see, and yeah, and as you can tell, the map is actually pretty different to the one we have now, and a very old design. And if you look at the top right, you can see the old combat. The combat system, where it says 360 aerial kick, ground pound. I actually will admit, like there's some stuff on this screen I wish that it kept in, like the phone method, good signal, and the miles per hour thing on the map showing how fast you're possible. I'm only saying, in my opinion, I think that I think that could be it. It's obvious, really. The miles per hour is how fast you're moving, and the force of your kick to the Ender Demon. But yeah, that's going to be, that's all I want to say for screenshot 1. Screenshot 2. Now, I will admit, right, it's but everything the same except for down at the bottom right you got a new character. Now, I can't really tell who that is from the image, but if maybe it's one of the other characters that they were going to put in right before they decided not to, possibly. And again, it says signal good. Now, I will say, right, if you look around the edges of the screen, right, where all those lines are, and the way that the screen is. In a way, this actually does look like it had it in the other screenshot too, but I didn't mention it. In a wee way, it's like in a wee way, if you really think about this. Sorry for repeating that. This is like a first-person view, kind of screen where you can see the map, everything that's going on, and you can see who's calling you. So basically, we could, in a wee way, we could have possibly had a first-person kind of style as well, if you really think about it. Like, if you don't know what I mean, sorry, but basically that, basically you're swinging, you're able to swing in third person, but the camera view is as if you're on first person with the inside of Spidey's mask. So, yeah, like, I actually, like, it's a shame they took that out, but, yeah, on to the next picture. Yeah, and as for this one, right, not being funny, right, as you can see, Spidey's just dropping down from the air, and you've got the wee options on the right there since scanning. And if I've guessed correctly, I'm not too sure what this is, but in a wee way, it looks like he's chasing something, and in a way, like, I think, like, I could be wrong here, but it could probably be, I can't even, sorry, I'm looking on my phone at these screenshots. I don't, just another, find. Okay, I'm guessing that's one of the old side missions they might have, street, city activities they could have probably pulled out, because I was going to say scanning for any kidnapping victims or anything, but, that it does look like a crime that was actually taken out of the game. So yeah, there's nothing really much to say about that, but it just reminds me of those that just reminds me of the kidnapping way where it says if I'm close to the target or not. So yeah, next image here. Now this here is the design of the map before they released the final version of it, and I will say that this map actually does look really, really cool to me, actually. But so basically you've got the way this menu is, character, missions, map, collections and options. You've clearly got more options in the game. City completion 45, financial district, and you've got how much, 100%. Okay, that's the radio towers, I can tell by the sign, unless it was changed back then. 35% in that district, and active quest find pages 4 or 5. That's the way it was at the very beginning of the production. So I will admit, I do like this design of the map, but in my opinion, like, they're see-through instead, and I had to do more likely like the newer version they give us, because it probably would have been harder to actually find all the collectibles, in my opinion. But I had to do like I do love how they did that, the way that they're really sticking out, like just the way it is, like the way that in Spider-Man PS4 now, you just get an overview of it all, whereas you actually, unless maybe you can do it in the game. I've never tried it, but it does look really good this way, just except for the see-through stuff. But it's clearly still in development in this picture. So yeah, that's all I'll say to that. But yeah, that is pretty cool. And here you can see the old design of the menu, the newer menu that we have now. And as you can tell by the left-hand side, there's all the old methods they had in the city for all of the activities, and as you can see, there's at the top right, you've got a picture of Spider-Man, my process through the game. I know I've played the game a lot, but I don't think that was in it. That was the social feed, so they had that method in it. And a friends list too, with Otto, Yuri Watanabe, Mary Jane and Aunt May, and New York on the like that does look a really cool picture to me, and plus the picture up there of Spidey is actually from the E3 2017 gameplay trailer demo, so that's pretty cool in my opinion. But Tars discovered 5 out of 40. So basically, in a way, I think in a way, clearly there was way more Tars in the game at that point than we actually had in the game. And collectibles found 7 of 60. So they clearly have lots of collectible. Like, in my opinion, this is actually indicating that there were probably 60 collectibles in total, which didn't just mean collectibles probably would mean possibly other collectibles to have besides the backpacks, or else there was 60 backpacks before they put it down to 55 backpacks. So and plus you've got the like I said about my progress there. It says main mission completed, 20% secondary collectives, 30% crimes resolved, 6% I think that is, or 9. So I'm looking at my phone here, so it's clearly on the screen. And challenges 12%. So yeah, don't even know why I said I don't even know why I said that. You clearly can see it, but I'm gonna skip this one now if I can. And here, right now, as for the menu, now the upgrading menu, right. So as you can tell, all the upgrades used to be on a big web on this in the game. So now basically, I will actually admit this web itself does remind me a lot of the Spider-Man 3 PS2 and PSP gameplay. Sorry, game on the PSP and PS2. Sorry for saying that twice, because you've got all the upgrades there on the web. Cool colours too, blue and red, just like Spidey himself. And you clearly have all your buying stuff there, which are actually, in my opinion, I think they look different than what we had to get. I mean, like, there's a lot of different collectibles there to buy these upgrades. So they must have taken some of them out. And a next upgrade level, level 3. So I know the highest level you can upgrade to is 50, but for all we know, they probably had a higher number before the release of the game. So yeah, that's very interesting. I know it says level 3, but who knows? No, I will admit, like, that is actually pretty weird, because it says level 4 at the top right, but it says that next. Oh wait, I just worked out. Yeah, you unlock that weapon or gadget whenever you're level 3. Right. I don't know what the maximum level used to be. Maybe lower than 50, higher than 50. But yeah, I actually will admit, besides the upgrade screen we have now, I do admit I do like this one a lot better. I think maybe you Spy fans will agree, maybe disagree, but it does. This menu makes you feel like Spider-Man as well because of the web. And in a way, I'm actually kind of glad they didn't add this in, because hopefully they'll possibly add this method in for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 for PS5 possibly. So I'm hoping maybe, yeah. I actually would like them to do that. Not saying they will, but and you got Spidey at the right there, and you've got the map, character, skills, upgrades, missions, collectibles, and options. So that's basically just the map again, just the other part. So yeah, I actually do like this menu of the upgrades. Really cool. So gadgets, so as you can see, there's the. Now I will say that basically I like this. I like the way that the screen goes with the gadgets, and everything is pointing, like everything is actually pointing to on the screen the gadgets option is pointing to Spidey's wristwatch web share. So basically the way I see it, this screen would have went, if you went down the suits, the line would have went to the suit itself. The perks, I unfortunately don't know what that means. So yeah, I actually do like this, like, cause like now if you look at the now I will say if you look at the wee box there with the upgrades on it, own the gadgets. Now look, 5 of 30. So this is actually indicating to me, and should to all the you Spy fans, that Insomniac were possibly planning on putting 30 gadgets in, 30 different gadgets in the Marvel Spider-Man PS4. But in a way, in my opinion, I'm actually glad this didn't happen, because of the fact they can save everything they didn't do for Marvel Spider-Man 2. So, in a way, I'm actually kind of glad. But that is cool. It just goes to show you that they were actually planning a lot of stuff for the game, but they didn't go ahead with some stuff, or they were putting some stuff in, or well, I was gonna say putting stuff on, like planning that to put over a lot of gadgets in, but then changed their minds to save some for the sequel. So I will admit, I actually really do like this screen. It's I will say it's a real shame it didn't stay in, but I'm happy that it didn't. So that probably will be in the second one, hopefully. But yeah. Other than that, anything else on that page you want to discuss? No, I think that's all right. I'm just amazed at these, and yeah, and oh wait. Perks is Perks gadgets? Select your gadgets for quick access. Perks 450. Okay, so perks is another word for gadgets. Okay, I didn't know that until now. Thanks for telling me that, Spider. LOL. Yeah, as you can tell, now it's the other options now pointing to his other wrist. So if you had went to the suit option, it would probably point at the suit, probably in the center of the logo on his chest, or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I actually it's a real shame this got cut out of it, but I'm actually really happy that they didn't put it in, so that it can be saved for the sequel. So yeah, next one, and yeah, here we go. Now as for the demonstrations of what the weapon can do. And instead of I actually will admit, right, it's a picture of Spidey using the gadget against a bad guy. I think I can't tell if that's an Enter Demon or not on my phone, because I've actually got nothing on my screen right now, because my chat went overboard of the screenshots. But you get a close up of the specific part of Spider-Man that you want to upgrade. So it's in a way in the final design, I actually do like the way it was on a video, the way that you can actually show in the final version of the game, it actually shows you what the gadget can do on a wee video clip at the top right hand side of the screen. So yeah, I actually do like that method better, but at the same time, I like this menu better. Just like if it had been this menu with the video clip, then that would have been good. But I'm looking at screenshots, so maybe it was a clip actually. So maybe I just said all that for nothing. But yeah, next page. And now as for this one, right, this is the choose your suit. So I will admit that so 1 of 5 suits. So at first the Insomniac probably planning on putting, right, this is the start of them planning to put different sorts of suits in, obviously because it was just into development. Now Spider-Man 25. Now the way I see it, I'm not too sure what this means, but the only way I could see this, Spider-Man 25, I was gonna say maybe it was the name of the advanced suit before they named it the advanced suit, or 25 is possibly, I'm not too sure, it could be a dumb idea, but 25 could have been the age that Spider-Man was going to be before they changed it to 23. Some of you Spy fans might agree with that, disagree, but yeah, and I also love how they add a little, you can actually see what Spidey's actually saying to himself, above the suit where it says okay, I can't read that. Well, you can read it. You can read it on the screen. So just want to say for the record, they haven't invented a word for how cool this armor is. Yeah, sorry, I can't read it. I just saw it. Yeah. So yeah, I actually do. I like this menu. Well, I will admit I do like the old menu too, but if only they had kept Spidey's pose in. Now I'll come to that in a minute. So below the advanced suit, you've got the symbiote suit, which they clearly took out to save it for a future, the sequel. So don't know what the third one is. Now the fourth one, that's clearly Miles Morales' suit. Now that is actually indicating that could be Miles Morales' suit for the sequel of Spider-Man PS4, because it's the exact same. It's exactly the same as the advanced suit, just black with red web lines and a red logo. Well, okay, the logo's not all red; it's black too. But yeah, so yeah, there you go. They were possibly planning on putting the Miles Morales suit in, or else, better yet, testing suits for the sequel. Now, I will say that I actually now, if you look at Spider-Man's pose as well, right? Well, especially at the right where you can see him standing. Now, look at Spider-Man in the walking pose, right? You've got a few options there that are pointing to his feet and arms and a lot. Now, I will say I do actually like this style. If only they'd kept that method in Spider-Man PS4, but they didn't. Now, if you look at Spider-Man himself, you can see lines going down his whole body with circles on them. The reason why I like this method, is because of the fact it reminds me of Spider-Man artists like me. The way that professional artists draw is basically the way that suit is actually on the screen. The circle and the lines going down the arms and the legs and the body and all. I actually do really like that, how they did that method, because it actually does remind me of professional artists. Now, I will say, because you'll know from my Spidey speed drawings, I do not draw like that. I actually just draw around the figure, just draw around it. That's just the way I do it. I don't do it with those lines or the circles or anything. But yeah, that's why I actually do like the suit screen we have now is really cool. If only they possibly kept the other two suits, but I'm happy they didn't, because I'm happy they didn't, because they'll hopefully be in the sequel. Scratch that, probably will be. But I do wish they had kept that method on Spider-Man, the lines and the circles, and possibly the pose on the bit where he stands in the game. But yeah, that's that thing done. Now this one there's two images here. Look at the left hand side, right? There's a radio. Now you can definitely tell this is in development because of the buildings in the background, because they are clearly near enough PS2 graphics. Don't take that the wrong way, Spy fans. Just the way I say it. There's the Oscorp tower thing, the one you have to unlock in the game. Now, as you can see, it's a completely different design. There's a wee chart there. Now, if you look at the wee screen there where it says radio tower, you've got a Wi-Fi sign. Now, as well. Now, in a wee way, I actually am more happy with the ones we got, because of the fact that if you look down into the still keep an eye on the left picture, you've got a wee spanner down at the bottom right of the map, plus 45, and that button says triangle, which means the way that we have a wee tiny little puzzle to unlock them, we could have gotten a way harder puzzle. We may have had to go through all sorts of puzzles to get each one unlocked. So I'm happy that in a wee way. No, I'm not saying we would have, but probably does indicate that. But now, if you look at the map itself, all the blue circles are all the radio tower things, and the green thing is, I think maybe that's possibly where the main missions were, probably. Don't know, but I actually do prefer. Well, I do prefer the one we have now in that. So I'm happy in a way they didn't keep that in. Right, Right, and there's now as for the crimes, there's the way the crimes would have looked. Mission complete, neighborhood crime, and you got points for it too. Puzzle, puzzle analyst, and pigeon quest completed, and the boss bonus. Sorry, the boss bonus thing. So basically, in every crime, which I'm actually kind of happy they took out, every time you beat bad guys in a crime, you've got a big boss to fight, which I'm actually happy they didn't put that in, because if it had been that every other mission, it probably wouldn't have looked that realistic as it does now. But yeah, yeah, that's actually all I want to say about that one. And let's see what else is there here. Okay, and now just some screenshots and old concept art as well, and there's a few screenshots in this bunch too. So hope you enjoy, Spy fans. I've got everything written up on screen. So Okay, Spidey fans, just before I end this, I just want to talk about this screenshot a wee minute. Now, maybe a lot of you out there know this, but I didn't until now, until I actually saw this. So basically, as you can see now, I've got a screenshot up of 4 Spider-Man figures, the exact same one, the Mark IV suit. And basically, for those of you who don't know, this is what game designers do to design the figure before colouring them in, and then putting colour to the outfit, and then making it official to be released in the game, or make it official to be in the game. So yeah, they make the figure up, design it, and then clearly they colour it in. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Maybe all you knew that, but I will confess I didn't know that until I saw the screenshot. Probably should have known it, but I didn't. But yeah, so that's what they do, Spy fans. They design the figure, put detail on it, and then they colour it in. Which anyway, in my opinion, that's actually really cool. I was going to, from the screenshots where I took this from, I actually was going to try to get the Raimi suit this way for the screenshot, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't find any of those. So yeah. Other than that, that's going to be it for this video, so thanks for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, this is a long video, actually, a lot longer than I thought it would be. But yeah, other than that, yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see all you Spy fans as always in all of my next epic Spy videos. It's your friendly neighbourhood, Spider Cop, over and out. Twat 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 twat.